Yes.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. My name is Bello Ahmed. I'm here for economics lesson as a student preparing for their external examinations. We hope you are still going through your lessons from SS1, SS2, the previous topics, Asian tiger, human capital development, petroleum, and the Nigerian economy. We started discussing the meaning and the functions of central bank. Today, we are going to look on how central bank controls the commercial banks. There are several ways central bank uses in order to control the commercial bank and even the economy as a whole. One of it is open market operation, the acronym OMO, open market operation. This is using the central bank sells or buy government securities in order to expand the volume of money in circulation or reduce the volume of money in circulation. If there is a lot of money in circulation and the economy is facing the challenge of inflation, the central bank will begin to sell securities, shares, debentures to the commercial banks. As they are buying from the central bank, they will be using money to buy it. The central bank will now use this method to withdraw a lot of money from circulation in order to solve economic problems such as inflation. And if there is shortage of money in circulation and the central bank wants to increase the volume of money in circulation, it will begin to buy securities from these commercial banks. You know, if the central bank is buying, that means he will be paying the commercial banks in order to have the security so that the volume of money in circulation will be increased. Maybe there is challenge of deflation and other economic problems that government used to face. The second one is liquidity ratio, which can also be called cash ratio. Is the proportion of total deposit of commercial banks that is compulsory for them to keep with the central bank, e.g. 25%, 30%. So if the central bank wants to increase the volume of money in circulation, the cash ratio or the liquidity ratio will be reduced, maybe 5%, 10%, 15%, so that the commercial banks will have abundance money with them in order to give their customers, in order to engage in day-to-day transaction and also increase the volume of money in circulation. On the other hand, if there is too much money in circulation, the economy is facing the problem of inflation and the central bank wants to reduce the volume of money in circulation, it will increase the cash ratio or liquidity ratio. The percentage of money proportion the commercial bank will be keeping with it will be high so that they will be having little with them. The third one is bank rate. We are simply talking about interest rate here. The central bank uses interest rate in order to control the money, the volume of money in circulation, in order to increase it or reduce it. If there is high volume of money in circulation, the central bank will increase the interest rate so that in order to discourage the commercial banks, because they also used to borrow money from the central bank, that will discourage them from borrowing. And as the commercial banks are having little cash with them, that means they will be able to just give little loan to the customers, to their customers they in shop, and that will reduce the number of the volume of money in circulation. And if the central bank also want to increase the number of money in circulation, it will reduce the interest rate. It will be very low. That will encourage the commercial bank, it will encourage the consumers to borrow money from the banks, and vice versa. Okay. The fourth one.
Continue.
Then the fourth way central bank use to control the commercial bank is special directives. It will give them directives to their spending, their borrowing should be directed to some selected sectors of the economy. They might direct them that any loan you want to give should be directed towards agriculture, towards farming, towards irrigation. So central bank used to control the commercial banks by giving them special directives. The fifth one is special deposits. One of the ways central bank will use to control the commercial banks to affect or influence the economy is through special deposit. The central bank might say between now and the middle of 2026, all the commercial banks should keep a special deposit of, let's say, 20 billion, 25 billion, 30 billion. That will be one of the strategies to either increase the volume of money in circulation or in order to reduce it. Then we have moral suasion. This one is a method of appealing to commercial banks, not using force, but appealing to them. Direct your loan. Whenever you want to give loan to the customer, direct it towards education, direct it towards farming, towards agriculture. But here is just appealing, not using force. Now, as we send our note to you people, you are going to see explanation of this, all this, summary of it in the note. Now we want you to write 7 differences between central bank and commercial banks. What are the differences? This one you are writing it and you are sending it to us through our special platform. Then you have reading assignment. This one you are not submitting, but you are to study. Later, inshallah, we are going to discuss on these topics. You read and study structure and functions of Nigerian Deposit Insurance Corporation, that is NDIC. You also read and study structure and functions of Security and Exchange Commission, that is SEC. May Allah bless you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.